Inflation today for June 13th, 2021. Talking about the Eurodollar today, a poorly understood market, as it says in this article, a massive market, one of the biggest markets in the world, actually, and people don't even really understand what it is. It has nothing to do with the euro. These are just dollars that are housed outside the United States. So I'm going to skip the first part of this article to where it gets good. What's important to understand is that the Eurodollar system is the biggest source of global funding. Nobody knows for sure how large it is. It's basically an unregulated financing system with thousands of participants, probably much more than just thousands. But we do know that the Eurodollar futures market on the CME is larger than the S&P futures, larger than oil futures, larger than 10-year bond futures. So this is one of the biggest markets in the world, the Eurodollar market. It's estimated that 90%, over 90% of international trade is financed through the Eurodollar market. So this is a picture of when the Eurodollar futures contracts were introduced at the CME, CME, which is Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and it was immediately the largest trading pit ever because they still traded sort of on the floor here. So few investors know about this enormous market and its importance, and that's shocking, he says. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing up the Eurodollar market this evening is because I've seen people kind of argue over the details in like the Federal Reserve Act and quantitative, like what is quantitative easing? Is it inflationary or deflationary? And sort of these little details that they think are going to be important when it comes to like inflation. But this is your inflation right here. It's the Eurodollar market. And most of these Eurodollars are actually held by China. And these dollars are just dollars. These are liquid currency. So these could buy assets with no friction whatsoever. So you like if you have bank reserves, you have to issue a loan in order to free up that purchasing power. But in the Eurodollar market, this is just liquid cash, and it can move in an instant. This entire market could move in an instant. And in fact, that's exactly what happened in Germany. Okay, don't switch. Weimar, Germany. I have this little excerpt from Dying of Money or something. And it says, the seas of marks, which had been stored up by Germans, but especially by trusting foreigners, flooded forth and fought to buy into other investments, foreign currencies, tangible goods, anything but marks. So as soon as things started to inflate, started to go crazy with the prices, and people realized that the mark was dying, what you could call the Euro market emptied out right into Germany to buy up any and every asset that they could find that wasn't a German mark. So this is exactly what I expect to happen with the Eurodollar market. It's just liquid cash that's waiting for an excuse to come in and hyperinflate absolutely everything that's currently denominated in US dollars.